Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be making the best stuffed bell pepper recipe, so if you're interested, stay tuned. The ingredients you are going to need is brown sugar, Worcestershire sauce, ketchup, beef broth, 2 cans of stewed tomatoes, tomato paste, oregano, parsley, celery salt, black pepper, 1 large onion, ground beef, and 2 Italian sausages. You will also need green bell peppers and some cheese. The exact amount of all these ingredients will be listed in the description box below. Now let's get started. So here I'm going to take my large onion and cut it in half. 1/2 is going to be for the bed, basically the pan that the green peppers will be sitting on, and the other half will be going into the mixture of the sauce that we're going to be preparing for our bell peppers. So now for the other half of the onion, we are going to cut it differently. We're just going to cut it down, as you could see, like I'm doing here. And then we are going to set these onions aside until we are ready to start putting our bell peppers on our pan. Next, we are going to start preparing our sauce that we will be using. Into the sauce, we're going to add our brown sugar, oregano, and black pepper, and we are going to mix that all in. Lastly, we want to add the full can of tomato paste to the mixture. Giving it a good mixture so that all the ingredients are combined equally. So now we are going to prepare to cook our Italian sausages. We want to add some olive oil to our pan. So I had my husband hold the camera so that I was able to put in the sausages, so don't mind his finger down to the right. So now that our Italian sausages have been cooking for a while, we're going to add in our diced onions. So after we let our Italian sausages and onions cook for a little while, we're going to transfer it into another container. So now we are going to start cooking our ground beef. While our ground beef is cooking, we are going to add some water to a pot so that we can get ready to cook our rice. Now that our ground beef has been cooking for a little bit, we are going to go in and add our Italian sausages and onions and mix that in all together, and we are going to cook this until they are cooked all the way through. Now to the meat, we are going to add some celery salt, some garlic powder, and some ground pepper. Now give that a good stir. Now that our water has started to boil, we are going to add in our rice. I love to use the Success rice boil in a bag. It takes 10 minutes and it cuts down the cooking time and the preparation time for this meal. So I'm going to set my timer for 10 minutes. I'm going to take the ground beef, sausage, and onions over to my strainer and strain it so that we could get away all the excess oils. While my ground beef is draining, I am going to preheat my oven for 350 degrees. Now to combining all the ingredients, we have our ketchup, our Worcestershire sauce, our cheese. We are also going to add in our rice at this time. Let's stir in these ingredients for a little bit. Next, we are going to add in our red sauce. This looks so good already. We're going to continue to mix until we get this. Now on to prepping our bell peppers. What I like to do is I like to slice off just the top of the bell pepper and take out any of the insides. The struggle was real trying to get this top part off this bell pepper. After we have cut the top off of our bell pepper, we are going to wash it and make sure that we take off any excess seeds or any debris that may be left in our bell peppers. We are going to continue to do this for all our bell peppers. Now we are going to take our baking sheet and we are going to take our onions that we diced for the baking pan, and we are just going to put them right into the baking pan, and we are going to mix these around and break them up. Next, we're going to go in with our beef broth, and we are going to coat the bottom of our dish pan. Now we need to add in our bell peppers, and we are going to assort them into the baking pan as you see here. Once they're in, I'm just going to add just a little bit more of the beef broth just to make sure that the bottom of the pan is coated properly. Now onto the best part, we are going to stuff our bell peppers, guys. So here is the mixture that we made earlier. What we're gonna do is we are going to take that mixture and we are going to stuff out our bell peppers with it. Once your green bell pepper is stuffed, it should look just like this. Now we want to go in and grab our red sauce and we want to add that to the top of our bell pepper. Now if you guys do not like tomatoes in your tomato type sauce, I would go for a traditional pasta sauce because that tends to not have big chunks of tomatoes like the stew tomatoes do. Now once you have coated the top of your bell peppers with the red sauce, we're going to go in with some cheese. And we are just going to layer that right on top of the bell peppers. So we're going to do that for every single bell pepper. Now we are going to take our bell peppers over to our 350-degree oven and we are going to bake our bell peppers for 45 minutes. And here you have the final results, guys. Juicy, tender, flavorful stuffed bell peppers. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope to see you guys in my next video.